It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Geno Smith. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Seahawks and the Jets. All that and more coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. So glad y'all could join us for this game. Kate, Scott, and Brock here on the call for it, and we're expecting quite a bit of offensive gamesmanship, partner. Some veteran savvy out there. Both of our starting quarterbacks have spent quite a long time in this league, and they've got plenty of experience to show for it.
Yeah, I like the way you say that right there. Gamesmanship and veteran savvy. Father Time, he chases down these skill guys. It's a game that's getting younger and younger, right? Because, well, it's hard to be as fast as you've been when you were a rookie. As a quarterback, you've got to use your years of experience. Both these guys have to play this game from the neck up and still play it at a high level.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And away we go from East Rutherford. Xavier Gibson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by the four-time MVP who's been in this league since 2005, Aaron Rodgers.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
First play, and Rodgers letting it rip. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Rodgers set to pass. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the 12th-year pro from West Virginia, Geno Smith.
You know what I like, Kate? I like that even though he got burned a couple times last week, had the interceptions, he didn't let that throw him off his game or make him gun-shy to keep pushing the ball down the field. And look what that mindset got him as a result. 3 touchdowns, and much more importantly, a win.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Shotgun snap to Smith. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. It connects on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. They go play action. Here's Smith. He sends this one to the end zone. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Jackson Smith-Njigba with a touchdown. That gives him a mark of distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year, and it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Gibson now to return. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Well, that's what you call making the best out of a pretty messy situation. You hate to give the ball away, but that's a tremendous effort to bring the defender down right away and minimize the damage with very little return.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Hey, we go.
From the gun, Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Smith to the air now. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Xavier Gibson on to return for the Jets. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Jets football. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Able to hit home, complete. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for second down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Third and 2, Rodgers. Complete beyond the marker. And he stopped cold at the spot. He paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. More from MetLife, coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at 2nd and 3. They'll go right side with Hall. Jukes one defender. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. Dodges the tackle, and he's in. Touchdown. The Jets start to fight back with their first points of this game. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. He'll take this at the 10. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And they steal it back on the return. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Decent gain here, but short of the first. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Bass's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Smith. Trying for the deep ball. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They get 40 on the big hitter. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Walker on 1st down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Pass taken in by Diggs. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, You know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets offense now set to take over. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 29. He's going to try to drop it in deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Jets just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up so you can find pay dirt.
Point after converted by Zerline. And the Jets push their lead to 3. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 9. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Seahawks are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Smith setting the throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Now Smith. He's loaded another one up. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. The Jets and Devontae Adams getting set for another look here. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets with a long field ahead. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hall running between the tackles. And this one doesn't go far. Call it 1 yard on the play, and that leaves him with 3rd and 14. Here's Hall once more. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Thomas Morstead on the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And he's found many a gift in the end zone this season. As we work through December, he is currently tops in the league in rushing scores. Buys time, rolling right. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Wow, wide open here, complete. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Pressure comes, Smith. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so second down coming up. And again, it's Smith. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Sideline throw is incomplete. Should have been intercepted in all reality. Instead, fourth down coming up. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. So that clock's going to run as he takes a knee. We'll see if the defense wants to burn a timeout and preserve some of it. We've reached halftime, and it's been an even one so far. We are all tied up at the break. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. Jalen Naylor, a touchdown reception. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The rookie, Drake May, showing why he was taken third overall, 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Michael Penix with a touchdown pass. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Look around the league, Coach, but now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the third quarter. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Taken in by Noah Fant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go.
First down throw for Fields. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right cover.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Trying again, following the sack. This throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Motioning left is their running back. Into the hands of Walker.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works. They come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Trying for it, it's Walker. And he gets in, touchdown! The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown! So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Gibson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Rodgers will look to throw. He's got the hook up to Adams. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now Rodgers. Rolling into enemy territory. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Throwing once again, Rodgers. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, Kate, we see this all the time at every level of football. You've got to catch it first. It's just like when a receiver receives a handoff. You got to secure the ball, then let your athleticism take off.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1st down, Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. He's got it near the 8. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets start the 2nd half with some needed points. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Zerline on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jets tie this game up. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The visitors are ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. Fields on first down. He's on the move. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be second down.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go, son.
Play action, Fields. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go.
Off play action, it's Fields. He rolls to his right. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Another throw for Fields. Chased out to his right. Finds Smith and Jigba. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got
Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by C.J. Mosley. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This will be caught by Adams. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Rodgers here from the gun. He'll get this one to Adams. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
They go right back to Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
Tyrese Knight on the tackle. A loss of 1.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets with a little more work to do to win it here. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. Here he is to throw. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Seahawks football. He'll look to throw it. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Setting up to pass. Sends it to Diggs along the sideline. He picks up 28 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Here we go.
Walker now from the gun. And he'll work a little room down to the 29. The Jets take their first time out. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go.
Running with Walker again. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he's stopped. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd.
Here we go, slide.
On 3rd down, Walker. He breaks the tackle. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Walker can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. On the move, headed right. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away.
Offside, defense.
Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from New York.